Hello, my name's Patrick. I'm the singer in the band Drug Church. I'm not saying this because I'm playing the thing. I'm saying it because I mean it. It's very cool. Like, Turnstile's the biggest hardcore band currently, right? Stories So Far is the biggest at what they do. Drug Church is not the biggest at anything, but I think that is, that's a cool package. I don't know, I like a mixed bill, and I don't think that this is so mixed that you can't enjoy it, but like if you weren't a fan of one band, that you're gonna be agonized watching the other. I think you're probably enjoying both, even if you're just kinetic, energy-filled music. But to answer your question, I feel very positively about the about the package. I think it's the way things should be packaged, honestly. Well, this was a support offer that we were happy to take, but typically if we come over, yeah, we'll say no to some things, we'll say yes to other things. We'll do a few headliners. I think next time we come over, it'll probably be a headliner, in which case we'll select the bands. But generally, we're mostly a yes band. There's very few things that we'll say no to. If it sounds like fun, we're pretty much in. You know, if it's not the dead of summer, all I'm doing in the UK is hiding from your miserable, cold as hell, damp, unfortunate climate in as deep. If I can find a fireplace, that's my bucket list entirely. I just would like to sit in front of a fireplace. Because you guys, I was saying this to somebody today, I don't mean to disparage the people here are nice. But it's like you chose maybe one of the worst locations on the planet to set up an empire. You know what I mean? It's like it is always damp. It's like a rainforest but freezing. It's bizarre. So that record, written and recorded before Paul Walker's death, just for anybody interested, the record's called Paul Walker, but it's not a tribute. It was a living tribute at the time. Those song titles are actually names of things that I thought Paul Walker might be doing at that moment. There is a hardcore band from Boston called Free, which is a very difficult to Google name. But I've been playing or releasing music or booking shows for hardcore music for a long time, and it's difficult to get me excited at this point. But I really liked their new demo a lot. There's a Canadian band that was called Viet Cong that is changing their name to something. I guess a lot of people know about them here. They tour here, but they put out an exceptional record. These are not small bands now, but there's a band called Deluxe from Los Angeles that plays kind of it's like disco for nerds, and I thought they put out an excellent record. And Zomes, which is an international effort. One member, I think, lives in Switzerland. I might be ignorant. And the other one is from Maryland. Their record, Near Unison, is the best record of the year. I advise everybody to pick it up. So I run a Twitter for another band that I'm in, and it is a constant source of getting us in trouble. Things that I think are funny are not funny to everyone, and so I opted out of handling the Drug Church Twitter, but we find it funny with Drug Church to retweet everything good or bad. So if somebody says we're terrible, that's getting retweeted just as quick as if we're good, because Drug Church is it's not like we're pushing politics. I'm not trying to force anything down your throat with Twitter. And at that point, what can you do? You can talk about your day. You can pump your product. So occasionally we'll tweet about hockey. But other than that, I'd rather the Drug Church Twitter be a mirror of what people say, nice or foul. It doesn't matter to me. It's funny. I a bit of ego on this matter. If you compare us to a current band, I get not angry, but I get confused because I know all of our references. I know where we steal our riffs from. You know what I mean? Like I know who we're stealing. And I know they're not current bands. So when somebody compares us to something really current, I assume that they have a pretty limited frame of reference, which isn't a crime. It's just like when I didn't know anything about anything, I tried not to talk about it. You know what I mean? And I find that because there's a million apt comparisons for Drug Church. It's not like we're reinventing the wheel, but the ones that we sometimes I'll read ones that are really not where we're stealing from at all. No, I mean, we could get hotels each night, but at certain points it's more fun to just let it play out. You know what I mean? Sometimes we end up on couches. Other times, rarely we'll end up in a hotel if we have to. But, you know, we're cheap people. You know what I mean? We don't come from a lot of... we're not used to making a lot of money as a band. So even when we do make decent money, we kind of act like we're broke. So it is rare that we'll opt to get a hotel. We'll usually hotel only as a last resort. And typically, we know somebody somewhere or a friend of a friend, and we'll sleep on a floor or a couch, and we'd prefer to save the $100, as pathetic as that sounds. Oh, damn. I am embarrassed to say probably 4 days. Probably 4 days. That's, which is about the time that, you stop feeling like a human being after about 3. You know what I mean? So 4 is pretty excessive. I'll be honest, I don't feel strongly about tattoos. Like, if they all went away tomorrow, it would be weird, obviously, that I would wake up without tattoos, but I wouldn't feel... It's just something I sort of do if I fall into a couple $100 and so I apologize, I can't get too heavy on the subject. Basically, I'd get them covered, I'd get them removed. If it was just easy, I'd get more, I'd get less. They're not a big part of my life. Not because I was excited, but in the U.S., do you guys have Black Friday here?
Yeah.
In the U.S., Black Friday, I don't know if you got the insanity, but I decided to participate in the insanity that was Black Friday one time. To get a TV, but mostly just to hang out and see what the hell that was like. And it is as weird as you think. Like, there's a community of people that recognize each other from year to year, of being like, oh, hey, we spent 6 hours on a sidewalk last year. Oh, yeah, that's great. Like, hey, man, hey, would you watch my spot? I got to use the bathroom. Yeah, so, I found it to be not anything I'm going to repeat anytime soon, but I found it to be pretty damn interesting that there was this, kind of unspoken bond between people on the sidewalk who are then going to murder each other to get a flat screen when they get inside the store. I thought it was cool. You don't heat your homes. Your gas is too expensive. Your food isn't great. Your shower and your toilet are often in the exact same place. There's no divide in the shape of a tub. I think you still like dubstep here. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the fundamental differences. For me, it is a complete regression into childhood. It is an agenda-free, it is an agendaless, fun exercise in playing music, strictly for the fun of it. It is, and I'm not saying that to sell the band at all. That is how it started. That is just how it stays. It is really just boner, stupid fun.